so surprisingly nervous. It is unbelievable. So I'll start with a story, and then we'll jump into this presentation. So WordPress, I've been on WordPress for 3 years, from the very, very beginning, and I thought it would be nice to explain how.
So one of my favorite examples, suppose you have a buddy from college, right? And you have a blog and he has a blog. Suppose you've got 10 comments, or 10 links pointing to your blog, and your buddy has 20 links pointing to his. Who has more page rank? Well, he's got 20 links, you've only got 10. But what if your 10 links are the New York Times, the LA Times, Reader's Digest, CNN.com, and his 20 links are all his buddies from college, right? So PageRank is not just getting as many links as you can, please give me more links, I have to have more links. No, it's also how important they are. So having high quality content can really make a big difference. I promise I won't get more technical than this. It looks a little complicated, I'll walk through it very quickly, but it's not as bad as it looks. Look at this page right here. These are links coming into one page. PageRank is at a page level, page, and these are outlinks. So imagine this is your blog. If you've got a bunch of links pointed into your blog, and your blog homepage has a page rank of 9, let's just say 9 in an abstract sense, and you've got 3 outlinks, you more or less divide that 9 by 3, and the 3 goes out on each of the outlinks. That's the basic idea behind PageRank. If you look at the top one, this guy's got a page rank of 100. He's got a lot of page rank. And he's got 2 outlinks. So each of those 2 outlinks, you take 100, you divide by 2, because you've got 2 outlinks, and 50 goes to each one of those. That's literally the idea behind PageRank. It's that simple. Now, in practice, if it really worked this way and you had a loop, PageRank would just keep cycling around forever and ever and ever, and mathematically speaking, the world would blow up. You don't want the world to blow up. So there's a little bit of an additional thing, which is that PageRank kind of evaporates. A little bit of it decays every time it goes across a link. But that's literally the idea behind PageRank. It's the number of links you get pointing to you and how important those links are. Now, I always worry when I talk about PageRank because a lot of people, as soon as they hear about backlinks, they're like, I need backlinks. I need a lot of backlinks. I need thousands of backlinks from thousands of places. And so this is literally a phrase that I found on the web. This person suffers what I call BO. You do not want to suffer from BO. That's backlink obsession. Okay? This guy is saying, I have 297 links with a PR7, da-da-da-da-da. This guy's only got 59 links with a PR6, da-da-da-da-da. And he ranks higher, and it's not fair, and the all-in-anchor query, and don't get down to this level of detail. Think about it at a very high level. You want to have people know about you. You want those people to be reputable. So search engine optimization you can spend an infinite amount of time learning about. But here's the 50,000-foot view. There's a tension between relevance and being reputable. Right? So Matt Mullenweg, right? He's got a pretty reputable blog. It's pretty well known. He's got good page rank. He beats me. I hate that. He's like the #1 Matt. I'm like the #8 Matt or something. You think, can't you tweak it so you're #1? No, we can't tweak it so we're #1.
Who here has contributed to an open source project? That's a good number. You know, it's a total high. And for me, I was like, wow, dozens of websites around the world are running my code. I was blown away. So that was the story of my first involvement with open source. I started getting active, just contributing to the B2 forums, hanging out. I didn't really know any PHP or coding at the time, but just started, hacking around, breaking things, fixing them, eventually learning a little bit by bit. Fast forward about a year. The lead developer of B2, Michelle, sort of disappeared off the face of the planet. No one had known where he had gone. The website was coming up for expiration, there was no activity on the forums, and he was the only real lead developer. There weren't a lot of people sort of working on the core software, so everyone was starting to get worried. I did a blog post, actually. I called it the Blogging Software Dilemma, because obviously this was the most important thing in my life at the time. And I said, well, B2, we're not sure what's going on with it, but what would be nice if there was something that combines sort of the best aspects of all these other blogging systems. And so the ones I mentioned at the time were the elegance of text pattern, which was my favorite. If text pattern had been GPL, actually, WordPress probably wouldn't exist. I wanted the simplicity of Blogger, the extensibility of movable type, which had a ton of plugins and cool things going for it, and the hackability of D2. This fellow who I'd never met before, a day later, left a comment on my blog. His name was Mike Little, and he was in England. And he said, hey Matt, if you're serious about this, let's work together. And thus WordPress was born, on a blog.
I see a lot of Apple notebooks. How many Apple notebooks? Just raise your hand. I mean, I can see, but quite a few. And it's I'm not going to, yeah, just raise your notebook. I don't want to pick on the Vista users. I beat that dead horse. That's a community, right? It's a community that's just there. You're probably passionate about it, as Apple users tend to be. Sometimes a little too passionate. But you care a lot about the product, potentially. Maybe you have an iPhone, maybe you have other Apple products. You become an evangelist without even realizing that you're an evangelist because you love the product. Maybe you don't love the product, but you're using it anyway because everybody else is. Is it the company or is it the community? Well, it's a little of both. But the company's created something that the community wants.
I went and spoke at All Things Digital, the Wall Street Journal conference. And, to be 100% frank, I like this a little bit better. It's like way lower key, people like me, less people like Steve Ballmer going, bing! That guy was awesome. He kept yelling. He's like, bing! But anyway, so Mitchell Baker is our chairwoman, and she